Better technically sound pass rusher in this draft class than Latu, Pete, but he also has a medical history, and he's the first defensive player off the board headed to Indianapolis. What is your grade?
We see that this fills a need, but I thought there were better options on the board than Latu. And you mentioned the medicals. That's a concern. I know a lot of teams passed him, some didn't with the neck injury, but this is a good player when he's healthy. It's just how long will he hold up? Will there be any issues? I don't love the pick. I gave it a B-.
So Pete talked about the injury history. Had to retire at one point before he transferred to UCLA. We talked to him at the Combine. Very driven young man, had football taken away from him, and a fantastic football player. Any concerns about him being the first defensive player off the board with that injury history?
Well, there's no concern in Indianapolis, so they wouldn't have taken him. So, and you're talking about a neck. That's not a knee, not an ankle, not an elbow. This is a neck injury. So they must have felt very comfortable. But I'll say this, he is probably the most polished pass rusher out of anyone coming out in this year's draft. The question is, how high is his ceiling compared to some of these other guys that were still left on the board?
And I think you make a good point, Rick, because Latu's going to hit the ground running. He's going to get after the quarterback if he stays healthy. This could end up being a fantastic pick for the Indianapolis Colts.